want to commend you right off the bat with the one thing that was a standout aspect of your speech to me, and that was the realness of it. I think in everyday life, there are so many opportunities where we put on a good face and we're trying to be heavy and we're just trying to, kind of get through the day. But you got up here and spoke about something very personal, made yourself very vulnerable, and I think we all felt the realness of it, so I really appreciated that. I thought that your use of anecdotes to describe your condition was really good. The one with Ted going across McDonald's, something that sounds so trivial to us, just kind of walking across a parking lot, but that it means something so different to you. It's because of your situation, it's a much more harrowing experience than any of us might see it as. Also with your dog and the dog park. I'm not a dog person myself, but I imagine there are a lot of people in here who can feel that heartbreak of being out with your dog and not being able to engage and interact at the level that that dog might like to do. You did a much better job than I do, generally, with stepping away from the lectern. That's something I struggle with all the time, so when I see it in other people, I always admire it and want to remark on it. A few helpful suggestions. Now, forgive me, I don't know if one of these things is related to the encephalomyelitis. So the only reason I bring it up is because I have a problem with it myself, and I don't have encephalomyelitis, so I'm going to talk about it. Your breathing. I don't know if that was nerves, but it seemed like you're really kind of getting through your sentences and kind of gasping for breath, and I didn't know if that was just nervousness. I know it's hard up here. I'm having a hard time right now as I stand here, but you have to kind of try and just take a breath before you start. If you need to kind of center yourself, don't worry about it. The stage is yours. So you take a moment, you center yourself, you start fresh, and plow through. Eye contact. Another thing that's very challenging is you're speaking to people, especially about a topic that's really vulnerable and personal to you. I know it's a little difficult, but you really want to connect with people because the things you were saying were so heart-wrenching and so affecting. To be looking over here or looking down here, you miss the opportunity to really engage and connect with each person as you're talking about your situation. So I would stress a bit more eye contact. I am not sure, okay, maybe I need a little bit of explanation, because before the meeting you said that it should be Project 10, inspire your audience. I thought your speech was very affecting. I thought it was very interesting and engaging. I didn't quite pick up on the inspirational part. I saw the flags going up, so I didn't know if maybe you had to stop short of where you were going to get to that. If that's the case, just a little more practice to kind of tighten your speech up so that you don't have to be rushed off at the end, because we don't want to miss anything that you intended to say. So if that was the reason for kind of missing that inspiration, I would urge you to maybe kind of tighten up the speech. And one place that I think you could tighten it up is maybe the technical aspect, where you were talking about the specifics of the condition. I think for an inspirational speech, you don't have to go into necessarily all the nitty-gritty of the medical aspects. I'd stress more of the anecdotes and how you feel about it and what you're doing to overcome it, that sort of thing. But overall, it was an excellent speech. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to hearing more about your research as you